Hi besties, so today we're gonna be making donuts, like a very popular Nigerian snack. Donuts. We're gonna be using flour, sugar, butter, eggs, 2 eggs, yeast, salt, warm milk, and vanilla. The vanilla is optional, not everyone uses that, but aside the vanilla, every other thing are like the regular ingredients that we use for making our donuts. I'm going to attach the recipe and the measurements on the description button. Okay, so first thing first, we take in our egg and add to a bigger bowl where we can also add other mixtures to it. After in our egg, we go in with our warm milk. I use liquid milk and I heat it up in the microwave for I think 1 minute or 1 minute, 30 seconds to just warm it up. Then I added my sugar. Like I said, I'm going to add the exact measurement I used or the recipe I used for this donuts I'm making. So I went in with my yeast. You can add your yeast to your flour directly, but I did mine with my milk and egg mixture. Then I'm mixing everything together. After adding my yeast, I added my flour, my salt, then added it together. Then I'm going with my butter. Okay, I think I skipped a part of the video where I mixed the milk and the egg mixture with the flour mixture, the salt. Then I'm going with my butter. I added my butter last. I did all the other mixtures before going with my butter. I just prefer this particular method because it gives this nice and fluffy feeling when you're done with it. So I'm going with my butter here. I'm kneading it. This process is called kneading. I'm kneading in the dough, and while I'm doing that, I'm also going with my butter. So I did this for about 25 minutes for the quantity I'm mixing. You can as well use your mixer for this, but because I want to show the basics method on how to mix this for those that don't have mixers, you can use your hand and it also works perfectly well. So now I'm still kneading, and like I said earlier, I need this for about 25 minutes thereabout because I need to have a stretchy feeling when I'm done, because that will make me, even if you're not timing yourself, but you know that when you're done kneading it, then your dough should be stretchy a bit, not how it was initially. So you use your palm to knead the dough properly. I'm going to be showing you. Okay, I think I was done kneading here, and I was trying to check if you were done, if it was stretchy enough. So you really don't need to use the exact timer, but when you feel it is this stretchy, then you know, okay, you are done with it and you can now move on to the next stage. So I'm going to add that the most important thing about your donut is the kneading. If you're not using your mixer, you need to knead it properly, because it really determines how fluffy your dough will be after frying. So I'm going in with I actually applied oil to the bowl to give it this greasy feeling, so that when the dough is inside the bowl, it won't stick to the bowl when it is rising. It's still going to proof when it's left for about 1 hour or 30 minutes, going to proof up a bit. So I added oil so it doesn't stick to the bowl. At this point it's already out. Boil it out after leaving it to proof for 1 hour. I boil it out and I'm trying to cut it into pieces, different, like share it, and so I don't work everything at once. I split it into 4 parts, working with 1 part first. So after splitting into bits, after splitting into 4 parts, then I still divided one of the 4 parts into smaller bits, so it will be easy to work with. You can use your measuring scale to share them into equal parts, or you can actually use I just look at it with my eye and gauge it and cut it out like that. So when you're doing that, sharing everything to equal parts. Then you go on to start working with it. You eat it on the table, you fold it in, you eat again, you fold it in, just as I'm doing it here in the video. You heat, you fold it in, then you start using your fingers to pinch the downside so it's going to close properly. Don't worry, don't be scared, it's going to close, it's going to seal up properly, because if it doesn't seal up and it's time for you to fry, then when you're frying, it's going to be opening, it's not going to be smooth all around. So you have to ensure that it's all neat, it's all smooth, it's properly sealed. That's very, very, very important. So you repeat that process all through till you're done with everything. Okay, another thing, I know a lot of you are going to struggle with this way of folding in your donut, but I tell you, with constant practices, you're going to get it right. So I'm going to play this again, so you're going to see me do it. So you do it that way, you eat it on the table, then you fold it in, just put the dough in between your palm and you fold it on, like pinch it a bit. Right, as you're pinching it, you are sealing it up, because if you don't seal it properly and you fry, it's going to open, it's not going to go all smooth. So you need to seal it properly, ensure it is sealed properly before you drop it down. Trust me, for the first time it's not going to be easy, but with constant practice you're going to get it perfectly fine. This is a very, very easy method. Like if you don't have your dough, I don't even like using donut cutter, I prefer to use this method because my donut comes out very, very fine and all round and beautiful. So yeah, doing it again so you can see it clearly. You put it in your palm and then try to pinch it until everything seals up. Everything is going to seal up completely, just as it is here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so then I did that for everything. I think I got about 23 pieces of the donut cuts after doing all this, and I used about 500 grams of flour for this. So just imagine you doing this at home instead of you going to buy. Okay, yes, so after putting all this in and getting my perfect shape, then I now cut out baking paper in small bits, sprinkled a little flour. The flour was there to help it to prevent it from sticking to the paper. I did this and allowed it to proof. Then I covered it with cling film. Okay, so for those that may be wondering why did I use cling film, so my environment was very cold and I needed a heat, like to heat it up a bit, so it will also assist with proving very fast. If you know your environment is hot, you don't really need to, you might not need to cover with the cling film, so it's kind of optional. Then okay, so at this point you've allowed to proof for another 30 to 45 minutes, it depends. Then you can see that it also increase in size. Then you go next, you put your oil on fire, very, very low heat. Please emphasis on this, very, very low heat. If you make your heat very, very high, you're not going to like the outcome of your donut. It might not get done inside and the surroundings is getting burnt. So you can see the way I put, this is one of the ways to put in your donut into your oil. You either drop it with baking paper, that helps to smoothen the underside. If sometimes you fry donut and then it's not smooth underneath or on top, it depends on how you put it inside. That also could be a reason. So I tried this method and it worked perfectly well for me. I dropped my paper inside the oil, then remove it after a few seconds. You can either do this method or you do another way of dropping in by flipping it upside down. You ensure that the dough is not sticking to the paper, because if it's sticking to the paper, then it's going to smear at that point when you're flipping it upside down. So see, the donut it's all coming out all nice, and you repeat this process. You ensure, okay, see this part was done before it was fried prop. So yeah, that's one thing you should be very, very mindful of. I know for the beginning stage you might not get it all perfectly well, but as time goes on, you're gonna come out making your donuts very, very perfectly. So you ensure that your oil is not too hot. If you can see, if you can observe this, I'm still frying here, and to bear in mind is to ensure that your oil is not very, very hot. Oil is not like bubbling, it's not very, very hot. I know you're going to, so yeah, I was not frying a particular batch and showing you guys how the inside. So this is my donut, showing you the inside bit. It's all done inside, well cooked, well fried, and it's very, very fluffy. Okay, so you can decide to rub in milk around the body side, but if you don't want, then you can just dust in a bit of sugar on it. It's your choice. Then you can also try the milky donut method, whereby you get your piping bag, you make your condensed milk mixture, and then you pipe it inside the donuts. Your choice as well. There are different fillings to use for your donut. You can use your jam. This particular picture, I just rubbed in sugar. Yeah, you can be very, very creative with making your donut. You can try something else new. You can always come up with some unique ideas. And if someone came up with milky donuts that we all know today, so you can try something new. You can just mix something and develop your own. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thanks for staying this far. It's about 10 minutes plus. Thank you for watching and getting to this particular stage. Please do well to leave a comment. Let me know if you'll be trying out the recipe. Let me know how it turned out for you. Let me know if there's something you have learned, if you really learned something today. Please do leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be right there to always reply you. Thanks for sharing as well. Then do not forget to subscribe.